Good morning, students. So, today we are going to understand the topic LibreOpen Office or Open Office Space. Now, we are going to understand that what is the use of Open Office. So, Open Office is an RDBMS tool, right? It is a part of Apache Open Office. And using this management tool, you can store the information for, large amount of the information in the form of database, right? So you are going to answer all these questions, all these topics after exploring this video. So what is open office? How can you create table in open office? How can you create the table using the design view? What is primary key? What are the different data types? What do you mean by field properties? How can you add, edit and delete the records? So let us see one by one all of these. Okay, so how to create a new database. So for this I am opening open office. So I am clicking on open office app. Now once you click on open office app, what you have to do is you have to click on the database option. Now when we click a database option, it will show you the three options: create a new database. So this option you will choose if you want to create a new database. You will choose this option if you want to open an existing database file, right? And you can connect to an existing database file, means you can connect to Excel also, right? Spreadsheet. So this topic we have already taken up in the mail merge. So I am explaining this. You can create a new database. Now once you click on this, it will ask you whether you want to register. So click on this registration option and then you will click on finish. Now once you click on finish button, you can save your database with a name which you will provide. So I am giving the name here, for example, ABC company, right? Now when you click on finish button, it is going to show you this window. So you can observe this window, it is having four parts. First is table, second is query, third is form, fourth is report. Now if you do not create table, right, so all the three rest of the three options are useless, meaning that table is a base for the database. If table is not there, you cannot create query, form or report. So let us try to create a table today. So how will we create the table? You will click on tables and then click on this first option, create table in design view. Now once you click on this option, it will show you this window, right? Here you can give field name, field type and description. Now suppose I am making the table called employee. So what will be the first foremost field which is compulsory for employee table? So I have already told you in my previous classes also that once you make any table, be it employee table or student table, the first field is employee ID, right? So the first field should be ID. It can be for employee table, it can be EMP ID. For student, it can be, student ID or admission number. For patient table, it can be patient ID. So I am giving the name here EMP ID. Now you can give the field name in lowercase or capital case, it is your choice. Now once you click on this, can you see automatically the field type is coming text varchar. So it covers your first question also. So the question can also come in the board that what is the default data type of any field. So your answer will be text varchar. And you can see the default length is 50. If you want to change this length, so you can change it. How? You can enter here 10, or suppose I am writing here 4. So what do you mean by this? So once you have set this length to 4, you cannot enter beyond 4 characters, right? Now second field I am giving here EMP name. Now again it can be text varchar, right? Because it is a group of characters only. Now here you can set the length, for example 20. Now next field I am giving, for example, department. So I am giving here department underscore name. Now this field I am all giving text varchar again, and I can set this field property to 25. And suppose I want the department, by default it should be sales, so I can enter this default value here, sales, right? If you want user should enter the department, means you want the user to make the entry of department as compulsory entry, so you can set entry required to yes, right? So once you set this property to yes, what will happen when the user enters the data and suppose he leaves this particular field blank, he will be shown with an error message by the base, right? Now next suppose I am taking here salary. Now salary, you all know it is the numeric based entry. So you can enter the salary as numeric also. And if you want to enter the salary in terms of decimal, like for example, you want to enter the salary like 535 50,000.75. So you can set this particular data type to decimal, right? Now here you can set the decimal places to 2 also. So what will happen अगर आपने इसको 2 set किया, what will happen the moment you make the entry in the data sheet view, so automatically after decimal point के बाद 00 automatically will be shown. Again, if you want entry required yes, you can set it to yes, otherwise leave it blank, right? I hope this is clear. Now, after the salary, I am taking the next field, for example, location of the employee. So, I am setting it location and it is text varchar. Default value here I am setting Delhi, right? I hope these fields are clear to you. Now, next field, for example, if I want to enter here, for example, serial number, right? So, you can set it to integer. Now once you give the field type integer, you can see a new property is coming here, auto value, which you can turn to yes. So what will happen if you turn this property to yes, what will happen in the data sheet view, automatically in serial number 1, after that 2, then 3, then 4 will appear. I hope you all have understood. Now, in this particular table, which field you want to set as primary key? So, how can you set it as primary key? You have to select this field, right click, and you can choose this option primary key. So, can you notice a key? This icon is shown here. So, this icon is primary key icon. It indicates that you cannot enter this particular field blank. Second thing, you have to enter unique value in this field. You cannot enter any duplicate records, right? So this is the concept of primary key. Once you have created your table, you can click on the save button and then you can give name to this table. Suppose I am giving the name employee. So click on OK button and then you can cross this particular window. Now can you see the structure of the table is made? Now if I want to edit this table further, so you can right click and you will see all these options are coming. You need to learn all these options, right? So delete is going to remove this table. Rename allows you to change the name of this table. See, we can change the name of this table. Right click, edit and open. What will happen with edit and open? If you click on edit, it will take you again to the design view. So here we can modify the structure of the table. And once we right click and we click on open or double click on the table, it will take us to which view? This view is data sheet view. Now can you notice here automatically in department name sales is coming because it was default value, and location Delhi is coming. Now suppose I am typing here A001, then employee name is for example Rahul, and I am writing here the salary, for example this, right? And you will see automatically, right? Can you see why this error message is thrown? Because we have not entered any number to this particular field, right? So this is how you will enter the records in your table. I hope you have all understood this. Second thing which I want to explain you related to the table is that this is your structure of the table, and these in this table, suppose this is a table, the column name is called field name, the collection of the data is called as a record, like for example this is third record, and the column name can also be called as field name, right? And also be called as attributes of the table. Sometimes it comes in the board exam that how many attributes are in the table, how many tuples are in the table. Tuple means records, okay, number of rows, how many rows are in this table. So I hope you have understood this video. Kindly practice the table. Thank you everyone.